Gotcha. Of the okay, cool. Of the
Of
recording.
this recording, yeah.
Great, great. Thank you so much.
No problem. All right, so you got some deals for us to take a look at, right?
Yes.
Okay. Now what kind of deals are they?
A little bit of everything. So off market, on market, sub 2, just like everything really.
All right. Well, the cash ones are they cash off market or just off market but creative still?
Both. Really both.
All right. Well, let's take a look at the cash first. Those are easiest. So for these, if they're under contract, either case, you don't have to give me the address itself. I just more need the numbers. Unless you need me to verify something, then you can always just DM
Yeah, I
me.
mean, I don't mind giving you the address because it's like, I mean, it's not really mine, so it's like not a problem.
Oh,
Um,
gotcha. Okay, then yeah, let's do it.
all
Let's
right,
go ahead.
great. So you said off market cash first.
Might as well.
All right, cash. Let's see. So off market. All right. This one's pretty good, I think.
Okay.
I'll send. Do you want me to just send you the address
No.
through Discord?
Yeah, just tell me the numbers right now, and then
Okay.
we'll do the address if we need to verify like the ARV or something.
Got it. So they're asking 210.
Okay, 210. All right. How much rehab does it need?
Estimated, I think. Let me see what he put in here because he just sent me this off market deal today, actually.
Nice.
Doesn't say in the email. Let's see. It just says the rent. Let me see. I'm gonna go to the file. He just sent me a Google Drive of it.
Okay.
Let's see. Rehab. It doesn't say there's any rehab, but it doesn't say it's turnkey. I mean, it was recently renovated, so I
Did he
guess
send you Did he send you photos?
yes,
And it's in a Google Drive.
yes,
Drop it in the in this Google Meet that we're in. Drop it in the chat,
perfect.
and then we can just look at the pictures.
Yeah, sounds good. Let's see. Chat box.
We'll figure it out based off of the sheet that I put together.
So it's 1454.
Gotcha. Okay. There we go. This it?
Yes.
Okay. Let's check the photos. Oh, this is completely flipped.
Yeah.
Even the stove is new.
Yeah, 1571, not 1547. Yeah. This looks solid, obviously, but 210. I really don't know how to proceed if I should do, a creative finance offer or just like, cash here. That's kind of why like I need,
Okay. So who
some
sent this to you? A
ideas.
realtor?
Yeah, one of my realtors who just gives me the off market and on market for Columbus. He's pretty good.
Okay. I mean, yeah, this one's solid. Why is this not on market?
Let me see what the email said.
Because if it's usually someone's flipping a house,
Right.
done, and this one's done, it would be on market. So
the property is let's see. The property was recently renovated. The plan, my take on 614. No, that's not it. Let's see. Because I know there's kind of like a reasoning probably behind this here. Unredacted. Let's see. Create more affordable housing. No, there's really no information on it. He's just kind of giving me like the sales, rent, comps, taxes. Similar properties are being sold 170 to 220 range.
okay. So what's the okay, then for this one, you're gonna have to go creative.
Okay.
Because here's the thing. when we do cash deals, we're doing cash deals because we've got some sort of wiggle room, usually because the property's in pretty bad shape.
Right.
So
Okay.
this one's, I mean, the owner of this property can list it with a real estate agent that sent it to you tomorrow.
Exactly.
So
It's in good condition.
yeah, and they're going to ask for top dollar. It would be, I don't want to say insulting, but it'd be a waste of time to not offer them top dollar because it's worth top dollar. It's already flipped. So the only way you're going to be able to get them even close to what they're probably wanting is to go creative.
Right. So just throw it in Deal Sniper, obviously.
Yeah, you want to throw in Deal Sniper, see what the taxes, the insurance, and the rent is. And then based off that, you can build a creative offer using the calculator.
But now
So
my question is though, because
go ahead.
Deal Sniper will always put like the 20 to 25 year term.
Mhm.
How can we like structure it with a balloon where it makes it like fairly attractive, if that makes any sense?
Well, you just go to the quick question guide. You look at your balloon ranges for that purchase price. How much are they asking?
They're asking 210.
So you can do 3 to 5 years. So what I would do is I would take this out before you send it, take the term out, and then replace it with balloon 3 to 5 years.
And then that's all you put is just like 3 to 5 years. Obviously,
That's it.
like
Yeah. And then
okay,
when they call me, and we all know what it's going to be, when they call me, they're going to want 3. I'm going to want 5. We're probably going to meet at 4. It is what it is.
gotcha.
And if you want more wiggle room, say 3 to 7 years. Then you can maybe negotiate to 5 instead of 4. You know what I mean? Like obviously for us, the longer the balloon, the better.
Gotcha. Yeah, that
Which
makes a lot more sense now.
so from when I was talking to you earlier, my biggest thing was that I think you just need a very, very clear, this goes with this type of deal, this goes with this type of deal. You need to know what matters, what do I hear or listen for to determine, is this a cash deal? Is it creative? If it's creative, is it sub 2 or is it a hybrid or is it seller finance? I think if you had that, that would probably be a big gap in what you've been doing versus what you need to do that'll work.
Right, like the criteria sheet of just like what is goes with what.
Exactly. Which, by the way,
Gotcha.
is in the Discord under forums.
Underformed. I swear I do look at all the sheets you do have, but it's just like so much information
There
sometimes.
is.
Like,
Yeah.
it's like I really got to narrow down like which ones I need to actually utilize.
Yes. Usually, every time someone will ask me a question, I'll just make something that answers it. That way, everyone can see it. Because if one person's got that question, everyone's
Right.
probably got that question.
Yeah.
So let's do a quick, simple breakdown right now. If it's a cash deal, well, actually, right, we're gonna have to do a couple of tiers to this. So the first one's going to be on market or off market. If it's on market, we're not doing cash. We're not doing, don't even go for it. It's creative or move on to the next one. And that should be a hard line for you.
Gotcha.
And this goes for listed with a realtor, for sale by owner, listed on Facebook, all the same. That's all the same. If you're going to offer cash, you're going to have to go up with the formula off that video or just use the calculator. Listed price, rehab, desired assignment, it'll tell your MAO. Very simple. If it's off market, you can do cash or creative. Actually, you can do cash, creative, novation, combination of a couple. You can do a creative novation. There's a lot of stuff that you can do if it's off market. But if it's on market, it's going to be creative only, or basically 50% of what they have.
Can you explain novation just really quickly? Because I was on the phone with a dispo girl who just says like she does novation deals, and she's like, "Bring me some more novation deals." I'm like, I really don't know what that is.
Sure. Yeah, novation deal basically means, okay, so let's say you own a house and you want to sell it, right? What are your two options? You call a real estate agent or you deal with someone like us, like a wholesaler or an investor, right?
Right.
Well, what happens if they talk to us, but they want more money than we can give them on a cash offer? They don't want creative, they just want cash, but they want more than what we can give them for a cash deal. Well, then we do a novation, which basically means they sign paperwork giving us the authority to list their property on market. Now,
Got it.
instead of them going direct to realtor, now they're going direct to us, and we go to realtor. So we're in between them and the real estate agent. We're going to negotiate how much we're going to give the seller, and then we need to also figure out how much we can list the property for, and make sure that there's enough profit in there to cover all the closing costs, because that's what we do on innovation. We cover all the closing costs. If the property needs any repairs or maintenance due to the inspector or the appraisal flagging something, we're paying for that as well. So once all that's deducted, whatever's left, that's our offer to them. That's the cash that they get. So for example, if the property will sell on market for $100,000, then I'm going to offer the seller like 60 grand.
Okay.
Because I'm going to pull out a $30,000 assignment fee for us. And the reason why it's so much is because we are covering all that stuff that I was telling you about, the closing costs and all that stuff. So I'm going to pull out $30,000 for us, another 10% of the purchase price for the rest of the cost, like the realtor's commission and things like that. And then whatever's left, the seller's getting. So that's about $60,000, $70,000.
Right.
But on a cash deal for that same exact property, I'd probably only be able to give them like 35,000.
Gotcha. Okay. And then for foreclosures and like government owned stuff, can we like really work with that or not really?
No. Pre-foreclosures, yes. Foreclosures, short sales, don't waste your time. Those
Got
are
it.
already out of our reach. Unless you're trying to buy them for your own portfolio. But if that's not the case, then for wholesaling, no, don't even worry about those.
Okay.
Let's see, what's the next? Okay, so we did off market, we did on market. So for a cash deal, what matters is how much work does it need, the rehab, and what's the ARV, and then what's the price you can get it for. Those are the only three things that really matter. For a creative, it doesn't matter what it will rent for. It doesn't matter if there's an HOA. None of that matters. The only time it matters what it's going to rent for, if there's an HOA, does the HOA allow rentals? If it's going to be a rental, if we're going to sell it to someone who's going to buy the property, hold it, and collect the cash flow every single month. Those are the ones who care if it's got an HOA. A fix and flipper, they don't give a shit. They're just going to sell it, and whoever buys it has to deal with the HOA, not them.
Got it. Okay.
For a buy and hold investor, they're the ones who care about that. Buy and hold investors don't care that much about the ARV because they're not going to sell it. They don't care what it's worth right now.
They're just going to rent it out long term.
They're just going to hold it.
Got it. Okay.
That's part of the reason why Deal Sniper gives extra on the purchase price, because the investor doesn't really care that much.
Right. Right. So I have another one here it's a for sale.
Well, hold on. Did that fill in some of the gaps?
Yes, definitely. I mean, especially since I can watch back this recording, like I know specifically, what is the criteria now, like just audibly.
So let's work it through this deal you're about to show me. What kind of deal is it?
This one I'm about to show you is on market.
Okay, so is it a cash or a creative deal?
It can be either, really. But it could be more a creative, because on market is just like, if you're throwing a cash deal, it has to be really low, obviously.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. When I asked you that question, is it cash or creative? The only thing you should have said is creative, because we're not even running.
Right. You don't even want to lowball. Yeah. I'm just saying, like, it is possible, but it's like we shouldn't be doing it.
Okay. So if it's a creative deal, what kind of creative deal? Is it a seller finance, a subject to, a hybrid?
Definitely a creative finance, because there's no title, I don't think. Yeah.
No, I know it's creative, but under the umbrella of creative, the ones that are most normally used are subject to, hybrid, and seller finance.
Oh, I meant seller finance.
Okay. All right. Gotcha.
Yeah.
So it's a seller finance deal. They have no mortgage. What's the asking price?
$240.
Okay. Now, do you have the other, like the taxes, the insurance, the whatever?
I should, yes. And I have the ARV right here.
Do I need the ARV for a creative deal?
No, but you need the repair, maybe?
I mean, not really, unless it's if it's super messed up, then we're probably not going to do a creative deal anyway, because buy and hold investors, they don't want to have to put $30,000-$40,000 into a property. They want to put as minimal into it as they can. They want to get a tenant in there as fast as they can. So does this need a lot of work?
I don't think it needs that much work. Let me see.
Would you
Mid-size
move
rehab.
would you move your mother in there tomorrow?
Yeah, probably.
Okay. Then it's move-in ready. So then
35K plus is what it says for one unit.
wait, 35,000 is the rehab for a unit?
Yeah, it's a duplex.
So one half, what's the square footage of the whole building? The whole property?
Let's see. Square footage of the whole property. I'm on the info sheet. Let's see. Square foot. Square footage, not sales comps. I don't know why he just sent me one unit when the whole thing's up for sale. So I'm looking here now. The whole square footage of the property is 1124.
So, and is each unit identical?
Yeah.
Okay, so how many bedrooms, how many bathrooms for each unit?
2 bed, 1 bath.
So a 2 bedroom, 1 bath, 650 or 550 square foot unit needs a $35,000 rehab?
Yeah, I will send you let me send you the Google Drive folder so you can
Yeah,
take a
send me
look.
that, because
Maybe he's
you get along with your mom,
reaching.
right?
Yeah, I mean, I live with
Okay.
her.
All right. Yeah, I remember. So I was like, okay, because it sounds
Yeah.
like it needs a lot of fucking work. Where did you send? Did you text it to me?
No, I just put it in
Oh,
the
you put it in the Google chat?
yeah.
All right, let me take a look.
But I think this one's actually viable for creative finance. I just don't know if they're going to accept it. Like obviously, or see if it's possible. But
Okay, so the siding it definitely needs some siding. Grass needs to be cut, trash thrown away. That's not that big of a deal. That chimney on the right side looks a little that kitchen's nice. Yeah, that stove is newer. Cabinets are good. Bathroom's good. Shower's good. Okay, that's fine. Recess lighting, yeah, good. There's nothing wrong with this unit. Okay, here's the basement. What is all that debris? Okay, electrical box looks newer, even though the panel plates on the ground. That's not awesome. Washer and dryer hookup's good. That just looks like a little bit of just leftover debris from the rehab. Okay. So unit 1347 looks fine. Let's
but
see.
1345 is the one
That's
that's
the one that's messed up.
I guess so. Yeah.
Oh, what is that with the electrical? Oh no, that's ghetto. That is so oh my god. Oh man.
I feel bad for my mom in there now, honestly, because I didn't even really take a
Well, the
look.
first unit's fine. I mean, here's the thing. Okay, so for those, because obviously I can't show it, but for those of you that can't, there's an electrical wire, there's a wall light outside that's like plugged into an extension cord that's taped to the wall. Oh, okay. So that needs to be cleaned out. I'm looking at the room with the blue and yellow and white sheet over the window. That just needs to be cleaned out and the carpets need to be removed. That looks terrible. And I mean, it is, but as far as money cost wise, this is maybe $1,000 room for the whole thing. That the electrical is what's going to be expensive. So this room needs flooring. That room needs flooring. Looks like they tried to do the recessed light, didn't finish it. Got new doors in there. Okay, more flooring and clean out. That whole kitchen needs to be yeah, there's pieces, there's drywall missing. The floor is, yeah, floor is fucked. I can't tell. Oh, here we go. They might be able to salvage those cabinets and the countertop. The floor is shot, big holes in the kitchen wall. Oof, that is rough. Yeah, that unit is rough, but I'm not buying 35,000 worth of rehab. I'm thinking 10.
Okay.
maybe 12 at the most. Yeah, I'm thinking 10, 12. Let me look at the rest of this. Let me see. Updated photos as of 7/13. Oh, this is just that unit. Yeah, that unit looks great. I'm not worried about that. And is this unit that's vacant, 1345, that one's still vacant as of right now?
Yes.
Okay, that's good. That's a good one. Let's see what else we got. Rental comps. So you already got that. We're at 1,400 per unit. So let's go ahead and put that into the calculator. I'll do it at 2,800. Did you put this on Deal Sniper to get the taxes and the insurance?
No, I can do that now though.
Yeah, put it. I don't think it's in here, but I'll check. Nope, no tax and insurance there. FAQ. Oh, both sides are current. Oh, yeah, I guess nobody's living in that other side. Yeah, he didn't put the tax and insurance in here, so I need those when you get them.
Yeah, so taxes are 2,048 and then insurance is 628.
Okay. Why is that so high? Oh, because I'm giving him 20. Yeah, normally I wouldn't go that high, but this is a good one. I give him 20. I'll give him 20. Yeah, if you can get this for, what if you gave them, I don't want to give them that much. What about 1,000? If you could get this under these terms, I think I have a buy. What city is this in? Hold on.
Columbus.
Yeah. Oh, you probably have a buyer that would take it. But if not, I think I've got one.
That's great news.
Yeah. I mean, so what you're going to do is you can give them, let's get fun with it. Let's give them an extra $10,000 down. So
Okay.
not down on the purchase price. So we'll give them a $250,000 purchase price. They'll seller finance $230,000. And we'll give them $20,000 down at closing, and we'll give them $1,000 a month. If you could get this under these terms, I know two people that probably scoop this up in a second. Now, your max, you can't go any higher on the down payment. That's not true. You can go like $5,000 higher on the down payment, but that's starting to cut into your assignment fee.
Right.
So on the monthly payment, you can go up to $1,500. Yeah, you can go up to $1,500 on the monthly payment. I would really dig my heels in at $1,250. Actually, is it 12? Yeah, I really dig my heels in at $1,200 if it comes to that. Because I'd like this thing to be, I'd like the buyer who's going to get this to be at about $10,000 a year. That's almost $1,000 a month. They'll take that in a second. The only thing that is going to suck is that it needs work, but I'm still thinking it's only going to need $10,000 to $12,000.
Right. And then how would you figure out the assignment fee? Like, where's that calculator?
This calculator that I just used?
Or is the assignment fee calculator on a different, it's on a different page, right?
Yeah, it's on the inputs page. I got
Okay.
it. I have it in for 10 grand.
Got it. That's what I thought it was at. I just wanted to make sure that was
realistically. Well, I don't want to say realistically. That's not right. Mathematically, you should be looking on this. You should be looking to make a $5,000 assignment because it's going to be about. You want to make sure that the entry fee is going to be about 10% of the purchase price.
okay.
So 10% of the purchase price is $25,000. I've got it at $30,000 because I want to go for a $10,000 assignment fee. But mathematically, investors like to be right at 10%. So if you can get the down payment lower, then if you get the down payment to 15, then we can get the for sure, not for sure, but damn near for sure that you can make $10,000 on it because 15 plus 10 is 25. 25 is 10% of the purchase price.
Right.
So people always think the higher the purchase price, the higher the assignment fee. On a creative deal, that is so far from the truth. It is the lower the down payment that you can talk the seller into, the higher your assignment fee. If you, I know this would be unlikely due to the situation, but if you were able to get this at 0% or $0 down, you could make a $25,000 assignment fee on this because you're still charging 10%. The math doesn't lie. 10%, 10%. The investor
Right.
doesn't give a shit where it's going. They don't care whose pocket it's going into. They just know that they're only going to pay 10%.
But that's obviously like the best case scenario.
Oh yeah, I mean that a unicorn deal would be like no balloon, no interest, no down payment.
So if I were to structure this with like a balloon, just because obviously
Same
the
thing.
turn, okay,
Three to
three to five,
I would say I would give a range of 3 to 7, and then let them negotiate. You two negotiate to 5.
got it. So you always want to like negotiate that and work from there, and maybe you can get to like 3 or 4.
Yeah, you just want to start further apart than what you actually want. That's like
Right.
that's negotiating 101. If you want 5%, if you want 5 years, you start at 10. Start at same thing with purchase prices or how much money we're going to give the seller. If I can give a seller 200,000, that's the most. I'm going to start at 180, 170.
Right.
And then I'll let them talk me up to whatever we end up negotiating. I just know that my ceiling is 200. Okay, well, your floor is 5 years, or about 3 to 5 years, but you know that the higher the better. So don't start with your floor. You start with higher than that, and then let them talk you down to whatever your floor is. Then you get what you want.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, that makes a lot more sense with the balloons because I really didn't know even how to structure them or negotiate with them. But
Yep,
it makes
it's
a
all
lot more
based off purchase price. That's why I tell people go for properties that are sub $250,000 because you already know they're going to ask for a balloon, so might
Yeah.
as well structure the deal around a balloon that you can give them because no one's going to want. Most people are not intentionally going to want a long balloon unless they've got some other financial stuff going on that they're trying to compensate for.
Mm-hmm.
Most people are going to want their money as soon as they can.
Yeah, logically so. They always want that big down payment.
Yeah.
And then I have another property that I did talk to you about a little bit ago, but I wanted to just kind of confirm the numbers on this one because they really are open to creative finance on this one. And it's just the only issue is it's an expensive property because it's a triplex. But it's an Airbnb, or it was an Airbnb, and now they kind of want to move on from it.
Was it a successful Airbnb?
I believe so. I mean, I can send you just all the info if
Did
want to take a
they
look.
did they happen to give you, or did you ask for P&Ls?
The roll.
What, rent roll, profit and loss statements, whatever.
See, the realtor sent me a lot of info, and I looked through it, but I don't believe
You
all
just
the
need
info.
something saying that how much money it made in like
Yeah,
2024
yeah,
or
that's
whenever
definitely
it was.
there. That's definitely there. It's the P&L.
Yeah, P&L.
Yeah, that's it. It's in the folder I sent you. Let me see. But there's a lot of different
Wait, you sent it to me where?
through the meet.
Oh, like just now?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Shit, I missed it. Hold on.
It's it's
Oh, I
just
see it.
the photos there.
Okay, let's see. All docs, all docs, all docs. Where do you see P&L?
It's the 23, 25 year to
Oh, there
date.
it is. I see it at the bottom. All right. So what I'm looking at now is the profit and loss statement. Do you have it open too?
I do, yeah.
Nice.
So 2025, obviously.
No, actually, well, 2025 isn't over, so I'm gonna look at 2024.
Okay, okay.
So in January, it made $4,000. February 54. Up. Oh, okay. A little dip in August. Big dip in September. Oh, that's the colder months, huh? Out there, isn't it?
Yeah, in Cincinnati, yeah.
That makes sense.
But
Okay.
it did good in October. I don't get
Yeah,
that.
it did. Well, maybe Halloween? Is that hunting season?
See, I don't really know.
I don't know. No, I think hunting season's in November. I distinctly remember my ex-girlfriend's father leaving like the day after Thanksgiving to go hunting. So I'm pretty sure, and he was in Columbus. I'm
Okay,
pretty sure it's in November.
gotcha.
Okay, whatever. It doesn't matter. It's making $90,000 a year for 2024. That's good. It cost them $51,000, which means they took home 38,600. Okay, that's not bad at all. And then how are we looking for this year? January, it went down $1,000 from last year. February, it went down $1,300. March, it's up $1,600. April, it's down. May, barely down. It's $200. June, about the same thing. And then they don't have July's numbers yet. Okay. I mean, it's definitely losing a bit of money, but not losing money. It's just not making as much as it did
Right.
the first time.
And
Unless
now, if I
it's a
put this into
booking.
Deal Sniper, would I just consider this as like a long-term rental or just the creative finance offer since this is actually what it is?
Okay, hold on, let me show you. So this thing made, let's see, I want the first number. So I want the $90,214. I'll just do 90,000. So what is that? $7,500? Yeah, $7,500 a month. So what I'm going to do now, wait, what are they asking for? What's the purchase price? We got to start over for the actual numbers.
Right. The purchase price, let's see, $549.
Okay. All right. Did they give you any stipulations on what they wanted as far as terms?
No, but they just said we're willing to, accept creative finance. That's all I really was told. But I can get back in contact with the realtor. Is a really nice guy.
All right. Well, I'm going to build an offer right now, and then you can use this to test the waters if you want.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. We're not doing anything long term, so it's only going to be short term at 7,500. Do you happen to have the taxes and the insurance for this building?
Can I get that through Deal Sniper or not really?
You should be able to if it's just a
Okay.
triplex.
Yeah. So.
And then in the meantime, I'll look to see. Oh, wait a minute. No, he's got it on the P&L.
Okay, perfect.
It's on the P&L. 1 second. Okay, taxes. Property taxes. $4,437. What did I say? $4,447?
Yeah, 447, I think.
Okay, and then the insurance is, there's your taxes, and there's the insurance. $3,003. Oh, wrong one. And then for this, I'm going to take this out. And I'm just going to use the number that they gave so we can see what it's doing. Give me 1 second. Let me go do some math real quick. So out of the total expenses of $51,531, we're going to subtract $7,440. That leaves $44,091 for furniture, fixtures. Are they doing that again? Yeah, they're doing that again. Professional fees, accountant. We don't have to put that. That's $100. I don't care about that. Maintenance, yard work needs to be. That needs to be Airbnb fees, general supplies, internet, insurance, gas, water, trash, cleaner. Okay, cool. So that's everything. So $44,091 is what I'm left with. So I'm just going to stick that over here. $44,091. Okay. And then let's get rid of that. And then what are we giving them monthly? Well, they're used to getting breakdown of about 7,500. So what if I 25? Yeah, that would be about it. Actually, I don't even like that deal. I don't like that at all.
Yeah, it's pretty expensive, just the property in general.
Well, I mean, I'm taking a look now. Normally, okay, it's not really the property, it's this. It's the extra 44,000. Because if I max this out, let's 50, we'll do 500, and then we'll do 200. If I max that out, then this thing is making $54,000 a year. And then we could justify giving them $3,000. That's hell, we could do that. That's no problem. But the problem is that all these expenses are only $16,000. And if I take a look at what they're spending, so for me, I've got cleaning at $6,000 a year. When I look at theirs, if I remember correctly, I think they had it at like $19,000 for the year. Yeah, cleaning and trash for the whole year cost them $19,966. Now they could have just a shitty company that's
Right.
more expensive, or that could be what it actually costs in that area. I think that that's a lot, paying over $2,000 a month for cleaning.
But it's Airbnb, so maybe that's
Yeah, and that could be a thing. I don't have any Airbnbs. That's not my thing. So it could be. So if I go by the numbers that they sent, then there's not a whole lot left for us to give them. If I got rid of all this and then just put the $44,000 back in here, then now if I give them that same $3,000 a month, our investor, yeah, the cash on cash return looks great, but they're only making $2,500 a year.
it's terrible.
Yeah, that's not going to work. Even if I give them $1,000 a month, they're only making like $2,000 a year. Hold on one second. All right, sorry about that. When my team calls, I got to answer the phone. Okay,
No worries.
so I mean, this is better, but the idea, I don't know if you're going to be able to talk them to $1,000 a month. I mean, maybe if we gave them $50,000 down. Oops. And then cut that down, and you're back down to $5,000 again for your assignment fee on a safe bet. We're still going to go for 10.
Which is better, I think. I'm saying like these numbers here now.
Yeah, so we can get them, if you can give them, so it's either going to be 30,000. No, it's not either. You can't give them more than $1,000 a month. So you've got $50,000 to play with as far as the down payment is concerned. Me personally, I don't know their situation, but if it all depends on their motivation on how likely they are to take this deal. But you got to let them know, like, hey, it is what it is. Like, I looked at your P&Ls. You're spending $44,000 a year on maintenance, and my investor needs to be able to have some cash flow. Otherwise, they have no incentive to buy it. So they can afford to give you $1,000 a month to start paying down that thing. And then unfortunately for this one, it's going to be On 500,000, it's going to be a minimum of a 10-year balloon, if not 12.
And the realtor was telling me that they wanted to sell it and they don't mind financing it because they wanted to make a different business instead of Airbnb. They want to get into like a tree cutting company or something like that, landscaping. So I feel like the 50,000 gives enough room for that, but I could be completely wrong.
Hey, you won't know until you try it. As long as you don't have the fear to actually try it. I mean, the worst thing they can do is say no.
Right. But the issue is with this property, I know that it's priced highly and like they're open to financing, but I just don't know an investor that is going to pay 50,000 down and then I'm obviously
they will. 100% they will. Because think about it, they're going to pay $50,000 down, and they're going to be paying out 45,000 plus another 7. They're going to be paying out $52,000 a year in expenses. But when all that's said and done, they're walking away with $26,000 a year. You see what I'm saying? So in 2 years, they're going to get their $50,000 back.
Yep.
And they'll be at 52 at that point. And then after that, their cash on cash return is awesome. They're at right now, they're at 0%. Yeah, the deal absolutely makes sense.
And you would be able to kind of like, if I were to get it under contract, you said you had people in Cincinnati as well, because I really only have fix and flippers over there, not,
I do. Full disclosure, not a lot of them are straight. Like this deal doesn't seem like it works as a long-term rental.
Gotcha.
So, I mean, if we did do it as a long-term rental, this is just assuming each property makes $1,000, because you said it's a 3-unit, right?
Yes.
So if each unit brings in $1,000, and I don't know what it is, it could be. And then if I put in the same 3,000, 4,447, and we give them $1,000 a month back, it could work that way too.
Got it.
So yeah, this will work as a lot. Well, again, you need to verify the rent.
Yeah.
You need to verify it's $1,000 per unit. You need to verify the condition. I'm assuming it's in good condition since it's an active Airbnb right now. So yeah, we might be able to. These numbers aren't as good, obviously, as this one because it's bringing in less money, but this one has less. This is less involved. This isn't, this is just hey, toilet's going to break or some shit like that. A little leak here or there. This is thousands upon thousands of dollars every single month in coordination and work that needs to be done on a property. So yeah, if you can get it under these terms, we will absolutely push it.
Great. Okay. I will pitch that. Definitely.
All right, cool. Love to hear it. So did you kind of get a little bit of an understanding of how to look at deals differently?
Yeah, just overall, I think a lot of my questions were answered just based on how to set it up and also just, how to identify which, avenue to go when you just kind of see it, whether it's on market, off market, whether they want creative finance or whether they want cash. It makes a lot more sense now that you actually like laid it out here and I'm watching it myself.
Good. I'm glad. So here's one thing I want you to do. I know that you're hungry to get a deal closed. I know you are. I can hear it in your voice. I need you to stop focusing your time on daisy chains. The amount of time that you have spent trying to make daisy chains that will never work, trying to find out and see if they work, you probably could have got 2 or 3 deals already.
Definitely.
So I know you want to help. That's fine. But let me ask you a question. If there's a woman or a man who wants to feed the homeless, can they feed the homeless successfully if they're making minimum wage?
Absolutely not. Obviously.
What do they need to do first?
They need to get their money up first. I mean, they need to actually, yeah, they do.
They got to take care of them first. I know you want to help people. That's awesome. That's my whole thing. I love helping people, but I have to be able to do it before I can tell people how to do it.
Right.
So for now, you're not taking any deals from any wholesalers. And if you want to take it, if you're like, I got that itch, because I have it too. And I'm busy. So you can set aside an hour a night when you're done doing everything that's going to benefit and serve you and your business. You can take an hour a night, go through the deals that are sent to you with the lenses that I gave you today. Is it on market or off market? It's on market. Okay, so then it's a creative deal. No, it's cash. Next. There's no point in looking at the numbers. Next. It's off market, cash or creative. Okay, it's creative. Cool. Do I have the taxes? Do I have the insurance? Do I have what it'll rent for? Do I have the rehab cost? Do I have photos? And do I have a purchase price? If I've got all that, then you just plug it into the computer or to the calculator.
Right.
If it works, okay, then you can try it. If it doesn't, on to the next. And you can do that for like an hour. And that's it. Scratch the itch and then get ready for the next day of you growing and building your own business.
Gotcha. And then the only other thing I would have is a question is I get a lot of these subject to like potential deals. But like obviously with the interest rate with both of them being at 8%, how would that affect the MAO? Like, you know, I don't really know.
Your MAO is not a factor. That's the wrong terminology with creative. So it's not going to be your MAO. If it's a subject to deal, the same SOPs that are on the YouTube channel apply to those as well. We're not giving them more than 10% down. So if it's like a pre-foreclosure and they owe $50,000 in back payments, but their mortgage is only $50,000, we can't pay that off because that $50,000 is more than the 10% that we would give them on the purchase price, which would be about $5,000. So you got to keep an eye out for that. But if it's just a straight sub-2, whatever their mortgage, a sub-2 is we are going to give you some money, you're going to walk away, and our investor is going to take over your mortgage payment. That's
Right.
it. So the max is 10% of the purchase price. The purchase price is whatever their mortgage balance is. So if they owe $150,000, the most that we're giving them is $15,000. And then we'll take over the mortgage. So it's the exact same thing. If you want to take an hour or so and look at these deals, put in the mortgage balance, put in the PITI, put in the interest rate, you need to know what it'll rent for, fill all this information out, and then click on sub-2. And it'll tell you right here if the deal works or not. Or you need to put the mortgage payment in again here. But it'll tell you if it'll work.
Got it. Okay.
If it's higher than 12% cash on cash return, yeah, we'll take it. We'll take a look at it. Then you can hit me up and I'll verify. That's no problem. You can do that.
It's got to be above 12.
It's got to be above 12.
Got it. Okay.
Unless the interest rate is like awesome. If the interest rate is between 2 and 5%, then we can take a lower cash on cash return.
Gotcha. That makes a lot more sense because both of them were at 8, and I could tell like it was already looking grim.
Yeah, I mean, you want to look at a deal real quick to see if it'll work. If I told you right now that the PITI for this price, doesn't matter what the purchase price is, the PITI is $1,450. That's the mortgage payment. And the monthly rent that it'll rent for is $1,650. Does that deal work?
No, I really can't tell. I mean, I know the rent is more obviously, but my thing is like, don't you need the interest rate as well?
No, I can tell you right now, it doesn't matter. This interest rate could be 1%. This purchase price could be $100,000, and their cash to seller could be $5,000. Doesn't matter. It's not going to cash flow because how much? Look at how this is a
$200. Yeah.
Well, if you look at this, the calculator, we got to pull out for 5% for the vacancy, the repairs and maintenance, the CapEx. We got to pull all that out. So once you pull all that out, that's shit. Just this is going to be more than the $200 just these here, let alone cash flow that's left over for the investor.
So even without all those like numbers, it's like just $200 just doesn't make it even worth it.
Typically it needs to be 50-50 or like 55-45, some shit like that. So if this was $1,450, then the rent or the short-term rental, whichever one, it can be both, Section 8, midterm, doesn't matter, would probably need to be closer to like $2,600 for it to work.
Yeah, definitely. No one's going to go for 200 or even 500 for that matter.
So I tell you that so that when you're looking at deals now, you can just quickly go, how much is the monthly payment? How much is the rent? Oh yeah, that's too close. That's not going to cash flow. Next.
Yeah. You don't have to waste time on it.
Yeah, exactly. Now, in the beginning, if you want to take that hour and like master this calculator. And even though you have an idea that the deal's not going to work, run it through for practice and speed. Yeah, go for it. But at some point, you should be able to just be like, oh yeah, that's not going to work. Just by looking at a couple pieces of information. That's not going to work. Take you 10 seconds to underwrite a deal to DQ it. Now, once you've looked at the deal and it's like, okay, it's still not disqualified, cool. Yeah, then let's finish underwriting it. But you still know what the red flags are, what's going to disqualify a deal. Once it's disqualified, there's no point in underwriting anymore. Just keep going. Just move on. There's so many properties listed to waste time on trying to make properties fit.
Right. And the cash to seller is just the down payment, right, for the sub-2?
Yeah, that's just the down payment.
Okay.
Or not. I mean, down payment is insinuating there's going to be more payments. It's just the money that we're giving them the lump sum we're giving them.
Yeah. Got it. Okay. Yeah.
But it's essentially, yeah, it's the same thing. It's the down payment.
And then I think just the last question here is, so when, off market, when they're only accepting cash, it's 40% of the purchase price or of what they're asking.
You're talking about our formula?
Yeah. So like, what's the ideal, like for the off market cash?
My team runs it at 65% of ARV.
65. Okay. 65.
Yeah. And your calculator, if you haven't changed it, is programmed on the MAO tab for 65%.
Okay. Got it. 65 of the ARV.
Some people will run 70, 75. Personally, that's too high nowadays.
I mean, yeah, it's definitely tough to get those ones, but it obviously all depends on the seller's motivation and situation. So
yeah, and I mean, they'll actually. So, you got any other questions for me?
I think that's pretty good for now.
I mean, you'll have more. Don't get me wrong. I'm not.
Yeah, I definitely have a lot more. Obviously, like offers and like contracts, whether they like failed or whether they're still going on. But now that was just like the overwhelming amount of deals, whether they were sub-2, off market, and just like whether they're on market. I just kind of needed that reassurance of how to structure it, and now I can go back, watch the video, and just like side by side the new deals, whatever kind of deal they are, which is good. And yeah, I mean, I think that's it's really going to be valuable here.
Awesome. And then the other thing, make sure you're on the trainings at 6 o'clock. Those are always going to be helpful. You can always bring deals there for us to underwrite. But if you stick to the bulk of the red flags or disqualifying triggers that we went over, you should be fine. Or at the very least, you should be way more efficient.
Definitely. No doubt about it. I mean, that was just kind of like one of the things I wasted a lot of time on, honestly, was just like, trying to see if it made sense. But now I can just tell, like, hey, this is not even worth my time. On to the next.
Yeah, and I wouldn't harp on that too much. Everybody's new. Like, the only reason I'm as good as people say that I am is because I fucked up more than most people. So
that's what all veterans have, though.
Yeah. I mean, you gotta mess up. You gotta be okay with it and just keep it going. Yeah. Like, okay, that didn't work, so let's try it this time. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I agree. I really appreciate it, though. I mean, I don't really have anything else here, so I will see you on the live tonight.
Sounds good, man. Have a good rest of your day. I'll talk to you later.
Yeah, really quick. Do you mind just like not recording for a second? Just like some off